Hello, everybody. Come on in real quick. I just want to talk to you for a moment. As you get a chance to come in real quick if you don't mind. Go to the bottom of the screen and go ahead and hit that share button so we can get ready to reach out as many people as we can. I believe without a shadow of a doubt that this is going to be a blessing to many people. Hello to everybody. Come on in. Just hit the share button right quick. I just want to talk to you for a moment. And I believe that this is going to be a blessing to many of you. But I don't want you to miss it. Come on in, come on in. Hit that share button, hit the share button. Come on in. I'm not going to be before you long, but I definitely want to get this out. God, I was trying to wait until tonight, but God would not let me hold on to this thing for nothing. So that means there's somebody who need to hear this in the moment, like right now. So I'm coming in right now to do it. You ready? So for those who have your word, you know my motto, don't take my word for it, but take what? The word for it. That's it. So what I want you to do is I want you to be able to take your Bible and I want you to turn to Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. You ready? Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. Now, when you look at it, it's going to tell you this. For many, watch this, for many are called, but few are chosen. For many are called, but few are chosen. So then I was sitting there and I was having a conversation, and I've had a conversation actually with two separate people, and both of them was talking about the atmosphere, like the people that are around us, the church and the places outside of the church, and how everything seems to people seem to always be going crazy, and people say they're saved and they're not, and then people are constantly talking about what they are going to do and what they're not going to do, and they're constantly just going through all this all this talk about, oh, I love God, but your actions don't back it up. And I started thinking about that thing. I said, God, we should do a teaching on this thing. And God said it's not about that. He says, I go back to Matthew 22. I said, God, I read Matthew 22. I know it. Tasha, I pray this is going to bless you. Good afternoon. Um, uh, I need you to see this. Watch this. God said, when you read Matthew 22 and 14, it says, many are called, but few are chosen. God said, watch this. He says, I want you to look at a tree. He said, he said, when a tree begins to bear fruit, all the tree is automatically calling the fruit. The fruit is called to the tree. Everything that, watch this, every piece of fruit that is on that tree is called to that tree. It's already in it. It can't, watch this. It's a part of the process that when that tree begins to produce fruit, it produces all the fruit that is on that tree. He said, but on that tree is three types of fruit. I need y'all to catch this. Somebody put up here, there's three types of fruit. The first fruit is watch this, it's the ripe, the ready, and the rotten. You ready? The ripe, the ready, and the rotten. So then I looked at it and I said, God, what you mean? He said, the ripe is the immature ones. It's the ones that, he said, these are the ones that are hanging on the tree that stay connected. They look developed on the outside, but it's not until you pluck them and open them up on the inside that you realize that they're not ready. So then I said, okay, God, I get it. He said, then you have the rotten. The rotten is on the tree, but they're not connected. Now, this is the thing. They're just hanging there. They're not connected to what is needed. They're not connected to doing anything, but you got to be careful. Because see, when the storm comes, the storm is not coming to remove the ripe and the ready. The storm is coming to get rid of the rotten. And I say, why? He said, because if the rotten stay connected for too long, they'll begin to contaminate the ready and the ripe. So then God said, what I'm doing in this season is I'm separating the rotten. You're wondering why you got some friends that don't call you no more. You're wondering why you got some relatives that don't reach out no more. You're wondering why God have you to yourself. It's because he says, I'm trying to get you from being right to ready, or I'm trying to get you from ready to chosen. He said, listen, stop focusing on what's going on around you. Stop focusing on who's not getting it right, who's not doing it right, who don't want to serve God, who don't want to live right, who don't want to follow, who not. He said, because if they don't want to do it, that means they're not ready to be chosen. He said, what it is that means A, they're either ripe or either they're rotten. And either way you put it, God says, watch this. He says, but a few who are chosen, because out of the entire tree, every fruit that is hanging is not prepared. So then God sent me here to tell somebody this right here. He said, if he said, hang in there. He said, don't, this ain't the time to fall off. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to back down. This is not the time to pray less. This is not the time to stop fasting. This is not the time to stop seeking him. Hang in there. He said, this is not the time to fall off. He said, watch this. He said, all you got to do is hold on. He said, this is your season of being chosen. This is your season. God said, I'm about to pluck you out from among them. He said, come out from among them to be ye separate. Oh God. God is about to remove us from things that, watch this, from those who just been hanging. For those who, watch this, for the rotten ones. He said, I'm sending a wind. All I need you to do is I need you to what? Be ready. He said, I need you to be ready and stay ready until I pluck. I need you to hold on until I pluck. I need you to grab hold to my vine, and I need you, for the Bible says that Jesus says, I am the vine and the Father is the husbandman. What are you saying, Pastor? What I'm telling you is this. I'm telling you that in spite of whatever it is that the enemy is trying to do, in spite of whatever it is that the enemy is trying to throw your way, in spite of whatever it is that the enemy is trying to throw out the door, throw in your direction, I need you to remain chosen. I need you to trust that God is going to do what God said he's going to do in the midst of when he said he's going to do it, how he said he's going to do it, in the method in which he said he's going to do it. All I need you to do is stay holding on. In the midst of whatever it is, you need to hold on and trust God. Because if you're not careful, in the midst of it all, you will find yourself trying to hold. Watch this. You will find yourself either A, connected to something that could contaminate, or B, connected to something that is not prepared. And don't watch this. So God, all I need you to do is stay ready, so that when God get ready to choose you for ministry, choose you for the task, choose you for your purpose, choose you for his promise, you are ready, in position and ready to go. In the words of Elder Cherry, you got to be fired up and ready to go. That means you got to be connected and stay connected and ready. Somebody say, Lord, help me to get ready and stay ready. Regardless of whatever anybody else do, regardless of what anybody else help do, I got to stay ready, because I realize that on this tree, in this ministry, is the rotten and the right. And I cannot keep comparing where God have me with what I'm next to, because the one next to me could be right. They could be immature, which is why they're still talking about people, why they still living the life they used to live, why they're still doing what makes them comfortable. They could be right. It don't mean they can't get ready. It means they're going through the process to be ready. And then there are those who are rotten. They don't want to change. They don't want to. They don't want to do anything right. They just want to live their life the way they want to live it. And you got to be careful, because anytime you deal with these people, the people of God will try the enemy will try his best to interrupt the process of you getting picked, because he already know that God said, who I've chosen. Watch this. He says, you were predestined. You were predestined. You were predestined. Van Dies, as soon as I get through looking to make sure that you are legit, then I can look and see what I can do. I'm praying. Let me tell you something. I don't mean no disrespect. I do not move off of no whim. I do not move off of people text messages. I do not move off of no one else's thought patterns or no one else's idea. As soon as a God gives me the okay, I will move. I do not move, because I've learned that if you move on your own, you can walk yourself into removing yourself from what God want to bless you with. I believe God. I trust God. And as of this moment, God has not released me to do anything of now. As soon as God releases me, I will do whatever God asks me to do. I will call on the people of God as soon as God releases me. But until God releases me, I'm going to tell you, if this is real, to be still and trust God. Back to what I was saying. What I'm telling you is that in the midst of this all, the enemy will do whatever he has to do to try to make sure that you go from either ready to rotten or ready to right, because he don't want you ready. Because ready people deliver others. Ready people are prepared to be used. Ready people are in position to be, watch this, to be called. And God does not call the right. God does not call the rotten. He calls the ready. So it doesn't matter what nobody else is doing. I need you to look in the mirror and say, I'm going to get ready. I dare somebody to say, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to seek God and I'm going to get ready. Baby, if you don't want to pray, you don't have to pray. I'm going to get ready. If you don't want to, if you think that God is not coming back right now and you got plenty of time, do it. But as for me, I'm going to get ready. I have to get ready because I realize that even though we on the same tree, baby, we got different assignments. I got to get ready. I got to be ready. I don't know when God gonna start plucking. Look around you. God is already plucking. He's plucking. He's plucking. He's plucking. Every time it turn around, somebody is passing. God is plucking. He's plucking. But I got to be ready. I got to be ready when it's time for me to get plucked. I got to be ready. I'm going to get ready. As for me and my house. Oh God, as for me and my house, I'm gonna get ready. The right, the ready, and the rotten. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see the people around you? I'm not asking you to judge. I'm asking you to be observe. Because if you're not careful, you can fall off hanging with somebody who was detached in the beginning. You can hang on longer than you should, hanging on to somebody who is there only for nourishment. You have to be ready. I pray this thing bless you because God knows when God gave it to me, it hit me from a different place to the point that I could not hold. Had me to come up here and tell you, hold on. Hold on. He'll reveal. He'll show you. God will manifest himself. Because one thing I've learned is this, Kenyatta, is that we can be ready, but hanging with fruit that are ripe and rotten. So God is saying, I need you to be ready. I need you, not get ready. I need you to be ready. And if you're not ready, then I need you to say, Lord, do what it takes to get me ready. Be blessed, be encouraged, be empowered. I just want to bless you with that. Oh man, y'all, listen, if this blessed you, I want you to, and when this is over, share this. I want you to share it to whoever you think this may be a blessing to. Girl, don't get mad. Stop arguing with ripe fruit. Stop disagreeing with rotten things. So stop. They're rotten. You know, back in the day, that's how my grandmother used to say it. She was like, man, you need your behind whip because you're rotten. What it is that you need to realize that some of the things you're battling against, some of the people you're going back and forth with, the reason why you're going back and forth with them is because they look at you and they see that you're ready. Rotten people know it's only a matter of time before they fall off. And the right people want to be where you are, but they're not ready. People will look at you and they'll think that you're not ready. Sometimes the ripe is those who've been hanging on for too long, but have served no purpose. There are some fruit, there are some people who've been in ministry for 60 years, 70 years, 50 years, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, and still haven't made a move towards ministry. Haven't introduced anybody to Christ, haven't said, and it's because of the fact that they're in the house, they're on the tree, but there's no connection. You shall know the tree by the fruit. Be blessed. I love all y'all with the love of God. Be encouraged. Keep me in prayer as I continue to keep you in prayer.